Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Kristen, this is my booktube, and for this week's video, we're going to be doing a good old-fashioned reading vlog. It's okay, it's okay. Hi, sweet girl. Clearly, I have a dog here with me this morning. This is Sadie. This is her first appearance on camera in this apartment, but she is here with me as my emotional support dog. Yeah. So she will be joining us from the ears up, I guess. Yes, so this week's video is going to be a reading vlog. If you watched last week's video, then you would have heard me talk about how I have several physical books that I am mostly done with that I just need to sit down and actually finish. And this week I have been really good about waking up early, going to the gym, getting some stuff done before work. And so since today is actually my rest day from the gym, instead of sleeping in a little bit, I decided to get up a little bit early anyway. And then instead of going to the gym, I'm just gonna do a little bit of reading before I have to log on to work in about an hour and a half. I am working from home today, so that makes it a little bit easier because I don't have to get like fully ready before I log on. But yeah, so we're just gonna take advantage of this free time that we have in the morning and just do a little bit of reading. So the selection for this morning's reading endeavor is going to be this book, which is What Lies in the Woods. This is a book that I actually started like in May of last year. It has taken me far too long to finish this book, not by any fault of the book itself. The book is interesting, it draws me in when I am reading it, but recently I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and read, and especially in the evenings when I'm done with work, I don't have the mental capacity to sit down and read without just falling asleep immediately on my couch. So I have 100 pages, pretty much exactly, left in this book, and it needs to be finished. It's taken far too long. I need to finish this like today or tomorrow. So this is going to be the read for before work, and we will see how much of it I can get through in the next hour and a half until I log on. I've got my coffee right here with me. Today's coffee is in a mug that says, "Don't mess with Texas." So yeah, I'm just gonna drink my coffee. I'm gonna put on some lo-fi music in the background, and we're just gonna dive right into this book and see how much I can get through. Alrighty friends, it is later now. I need to log onto my work computer so that I can start my actual work for the day. I did manage to get through about 50 pages or so, maybe a little less than that. I have about 55 to 60 pages left in this book, so progress being made, which is great. And one of the bigger plot twists did finally happen in this book, but it was one that I had been expecting for most of the time that I've been reading this book, so I wasn't all that surprised. It was one of those that had crazy intense foreshadowing before it, like the kind where they just keep saying like, he's such a good guy throughout the entirety of this book, which just makes me believe that he is not in fact a good guy, you know? It's one of those things where the more that you tell me someone is a good person, it makes me want to believe the exact opposite, that he's not actually a good person, that it's all for show. And lo and behold, the person in question has been lying the entire time, and it was just revealed, but I feel like it didn't have that much of an impact on me particularly, just because I've been expecting it for about 200 pages. So that plot twist fell a little flat for me for those reasons. However, there was a second little plot twist that happened in the 50 pages that I read as well, and that one, of all of the characters in this story, this character I did not really think that much about, but it was just revealed that they are also somehow involved in at least one of the deaths that has happened in this book. So I do think that that has kind of sparked a bit more of interest in this book for me, and I don't have that much left of it. I should be able to finish it later today. I may try to take a lunch break and finish it, but we'll see about that. But yeah, so definitely should be able to finish this book today at some point. That is the goal. That is what we need to do so that I can move on to other things. But yeah, so that is my reading update for this morning, and I need to get some work done. So I will check back in with you when I am able to pick this up again and continue. Alrighty, hello everyone. Checking back in. It is a lot later. It is actually the next day. Today is Friday, and I did do a little bit more reading between yesterday and today. I have not finished What Lies in the Woods, but I only have like 40 pages left. So we are very close to finally finishing this one. And it is about 9 o'clock right now, and I'm already in bed. I've taken my shower, put on my pajamas, and I'm ready to just chill out until I fall asleep. So I figured may as well go ahead, finish this book tonight so that we can mark it off our list and move on to the next book. So yeah, that is the plan for the rest of the evening. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get to it. Everyone, checking back in from the floor of my living room. I'm sitting in front of my bookshelves right now, and I thought since I was sitting here putting some books away, I would just check in and let you know how my reading is going. So as you would have seen in the previous clip, I was reading What Lies in the Woods, and I did in fact finish that book before I went to sleep that night. It was a little bit of a struggle. I was very much falling asleep in the last like 5 or so pages, and I had to reread a couple of paragraphs a couple of times just because I was falling asleep, but I did end up finishing it. It was a pretty decent thriller, I would say. It did have quite a few plot twists, some bigger than others, but most of the plot twists I did guess, and I think that was just due to some heavy-handed foreshadowing that the author did throughout the book. I think I said previously there were some characters in particular that the author just kept bringing up what good guys they were and how good of people that they were and how the main character should trust them. And that made my thriller senses tingle, because if the author has to keep telling you that this person is a good person, they're probably not a good person in the end. And I was correct in thinking that about several people in the story. But I will say I did not guess the biggest plot twist in the book. So right now I think it's sitting at around a 3.75 for me. I think that the premise of the thriller drew me in more than the actual thriller, as should be obvious because it took me like 6 freaking months to finish the book. But I still think it was pretty good, but I just don't think that it's quite up to the 4-star mark for me, because a thriller has to do quite a bit for me to put it at 4 stars, and I just feel like this one fell a little bit short when I think about the other thrillers that I have rated 4 stars recently. And so I think that 3.75 is where it's gonna land for me. I know that's kind of an unpopular opinion. This book was very popular with a lot of people, but I've just read better thrillers than that one. Still enjoyed it, still thought it was really cool. Maybe I would have enjoyed it a bit more if I would have read it a little faster. It would have felt a little bit more adrenaline inducing if I would have done it that way. I also kind of found the main character a bit grating at times, so I think that also plays into why it took me so long to finish this book. But I still enjoyed it in the end, so
I'm happy that I read it. And now it is time to move on and continue reading the other books that I am in the midst of reading. Just to kind of give you an update of where we're sitting, I have 3 books in total that I am either halfway through or farther into. 2 of those are physical books. I am still working on Sorry I'm Late, I Didn't Want to Come, and I have about 100 pages left in that one. I'm also still working on You're Invited, and I have about 200 pages left in that one. So a total of about 300 pages of physical reading left to do before I finish those 2. And then I am also listening to an audiobook that I actually own the physical book for. Yeah, so I am probably about midway through the audiobook for The Catacombs. And so I have about 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours left of the audiobook for this one. And I do have a lot of cleaning and stuff that I need to do today. That's partly why I'm sitting on the floor in front of my bookshelves, because I've been tidying up my room. My parents were able to bring some more of my furniture from their house over to mine today. And so I now have a dresser so I can reorganize my clothes a little bit more, have more space to put more things, which will help me not feel as chaotic and disorganized. Ignore all of the stuff on my counter that you see right now. I'm trying to get my life in order. Just know that I'm trying, okay? And on top of those 3 books, I also do want to go to the gym today. So I think the order of operations for today is going to be go to the gym, just get it done, get it over with, because I know myself, and the more that I push it off, the less likely I'm going to be to actually do it. So that is priority number 1. We got to make it to the gym today. Then after that is done, I do want to come back here and continue working on cleaning and organizing my apartment, and mostly want to focus on my room today. And then I can focus on like this mess after that, or tomorrow if I don't have the energy to get to it today. And then hopefully have some time to sit down, relax, and read some more of the other books that I am working on finishing. The goal is to finish as much of these books as I can so I can get closer to starting Throne of Glass. I'm really itching to start that series, but I told myself that I would not start it until I finish the books that I've already started. So I'm really trying to push myself to get through those books, because I'm not as motivated to finish them now that I have Throne of Glass sitting on my shelves. I just want to read that. So I'm really trying to get myself disciplined and finish some of these books so that I can start that series and be fully engrossed in it without feeling guilty. But yeah, so that is the plan for today. And it is currently almost 1 o'clock, and I have been doing some cleaning and stuff today. I just haven't filmed anything or done a check-in, anything like that. So yeah, let's just go ahead and quit procrastinating and just get to it, get to the gym, get that done and over with so that I can get to the rest of the things I want to do today.
Alrighty, good morning everyone. It is the next morning. I did in fact fall asleep listening to one of my audiobooks. After I got home from the gym, I ended up listening to The Catacombs while I kind of cleaned and like put some things away. I didn't get to cleaning everything that I wanted to, but I did make some decent progress. And I think at this point I have about 3 hours left in The Catacombs. I started this vlog with about 4.5, maybe closer to 5 hours left of that book. And now we're down to about 3. So some good progress being made there. And I didn't end up reading any more physical books before I went to bed, just because I was so tired after the gym that I physically could not keep my eyes open once I got into bed. I literally brought this book with me into my bed so that I could read it before I fell asleep. And I fell asleep with this book in my hand. Like, I hadn't even opened it. It was laying next to me on the bed. I had my hand on it and I just fell asleep. So we have not made any more progress in You're Invited since we last spoke. So I think the plan for today is going to be to 1, go to the gym again because I need to go to the gym. 2, do some more cleaning of my apartment while listening to the catacombs. I have plenty of stuff to do that should keep me busy while listening to that. I have a bunch of dishes to wash. My kitchen needs to be cleaned. I have stuff scattered across my living room. I have stuff in my bedroom that I'm looking at right now that needs to be put away. So there is plenty still to be physically done that I should be able to finish the catacombs today. I was really hoping to get through all 3 of the physical books that I had this weekend, but hopefully by the end of this vlog, we will at least have 2 books finished, and we will be just a little bit closer to being able to start Throne of Glass. So yeah, that is the plan for today. I am going to go make myself a little matcha latte to start off the day. I got some strawberry puree so that I could have a strawberry matcha latte because I've been craving one of those recently. And I had one yesterday. It was delicious. So we're going to make another one today. And yeah, it's about 8:15 in the morning right now, so I'm up pretty early. Because I fell asleep so early last night, I was waking up at like 4, 5 a.m. and I just forced myself to go back to sleep because I didn't want to get up that early. But now I am feeling very well rested. I got probably about 10 to 12 hours of sleep last night. So I got plenty of sleep last night and I am feeling a lot more energized today. So hopefully that will lead to a productive day. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and get into the day. Alrighty, so I have gotten fully dressed for the day. I am already in my gym outfit because even though I'm not planning on going to the gym until after I do some other stuff around here, if I'm already in my gym outfit, I feel like I am more likely to actually make it to the gym. Which today's workout's not really that bad. It's like a hamstring and calf workout. Usually anything that's lower body is not that bad for me just because my legs are the strongest part of my body. I like to feel strong, so lifting weights on leg days, not usually as hard to get me to the gym as it is for an upper body day because I feel like such a weenie when I do my upper body workouts because I'm using like 5-pound dumbbells and all of these buffed out gym bros are using like 20 and 30-pound dumbbells, but alas, you can't get stronger without lifting weights, so I gotta force myself to go to the gym on upper body days, but all that's besides the point. I have made my matcha latte for the day. As you can see, I've already drank some of it. And I've been thinking about my order of operations for the day. And I think I have decided that first and foremost, I need to do my dishes. I don't really trust my dishwasher to get my dishes as clean as I want them to be. So I have been hand washing my dishes for the last few weeks, which means I have to make time to hand wash my dishes. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on the audiobook I was listening to and just get through all my dishes. Then after that, however much of the audiobook I have left, I'm going to use that time to clean. I don't want to take a break from listening to that audiobook because if I take a break, it's just going to be harder for me to get back into it later. So I'm just going to, for the next 3-ish, maybe 3.5 hours, listen to that audiobook and just nose to the grindstone clean. Then we can regroup after that and I can let you know what my next move is. So I'm going to go do that and I will be back to check in just a second. A second for you. It's going to be like 2 hours for me. again. I am currently sitting on the stairs in my entryway because I have been working in my garage for the last like 30 or so minutes, mostly because I have all my Christmas stuff taken down, but it was in boxes, in bags and things just sitting in my living room. And I wanted to store it in my garage, but I had a lot of empty boxes in my garage and other things that needed to be organized. So I decided to tackle that. And now that I've broken down all the boxes, I've taken most of the holiday stuff that is already boxed up and other miscellaneous boxes from upstairs down to the garage. I'm thinking that I want to go to Costco and get some more clear tubs to put my holiday decorations in. And then I'm also wanting to get a metal shelf for my garage to hold the boxes. And so I think I'm going to run out to Costco first because I know I've gotten some clear plastic tubs from there before. That I'm also wanting to look for a shelf for my garage. And I'm going to look at Costco and see if they have anything like that would work for my garage. And after that, I'm going to head over to Home Depot. If Costco doesn't have the rack thing that I'm looking for, I'm going to look over there and see if they have one that I like. And I also have a couple other things that I need. Like I need a light bulb for one of these lights in my hallway. And I have a couple other little things like that I want to get at Home Depot. So that is what I'm going to be doing now. I also need to go to the gym. So while I'm out, I want to head to the gym. I think I have about an hour left of the audiobook that I'm listening to, so I can go ahead and wrap that up as well. So that is my plan right now. It's only about 11 a.m. So I should be able to get in and out of Costco fairly easily, especially if those are the only things I'm going for. I still have enough food, so I don't really need to get anything food-wise right now. So I think I'm just gonna like make a beeline for the clear tubs that I need, the storage area, that kind of thing, and then just go from there. Hopefully I can make that pretty fast, and then I can get over to Home Depot, get the things that I need from there, and continue about my day. So this is kind of turning into a get my life together / reading vlog. So we'll probably split this up and put the organization, life improvement kind of things in its own separate video. So look forward to that coming soon. But yeah, so that is where I'm at right now. And as far as the book that I'm listening to goes, I'm kind of conflicted about it because it's a cool premise. The storytelling is just so slow for me. And it's not very exciting. I don't remember if this was marketed as a thriller, but it was recommended to me by Audible as a book that I would probably like. So I'm assuming that they're basing that on the fact that I like to listen to thrillers. And this is just not a very thrilling book. It's a mystery, it's an intriguing mystery, but it's not thrilling, and I don't even know when it was written, but it has like a 90s legal procedural kind of vibe to it, and that's just not my favorite kind of thriller, which is sad because not only is the concept of the story really interesting, but it's a very diverse cast, and it's very interesting how all of these different histories of these different groups in Oklahoma, like the Chinese immigrants and the Muskogee tribe, and there's even a Black Nigerian officer that's there. Like, it's just such a diverse cast, and I want to like it more than I do, but the writing itself is just not my favorite. So I don't know if I'm going to be reading any more Faye Longchamp books after this, but we're going to finish this one. And it's just, I always hate when the premise of the story is more exciting than the actual story. So we'll see. There's still an hour left. It could kind of turn itself around. It could become really thrilling in the last hour. I don't really see that happening, but alas, we'll see. But yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. And I'm going to keep listening while I am out and about doing these errands, kind of multitasking a little bit. And I will check in once I finally finish the book. Alrighty, friends, it is later now. It is almost 3:30. I have gone to Costco, gone to Home Depot, gotten all of those things, made it to the gym. That's why my face is a little red, because I just got done with my workout. And I have also finished the catacombs.
And there was, I guess, a little bit of a plot twist, but I think that the writing overall kept me from really engaging with the story. I think that because of the way it was written in that kind of 90s cop thriller style, it just didn't really jive with me, even though the premise of the book was very interesting, and I didn't really zone out much while I was reading it. I just wasn't motivated to actually listen to it. Like, I wasn't chomping at the bit to get to more of the story like I normally am with the thrillers that I am very into. And so overall, I think I'm going to give this book a 3.5, just because I do think that the story itself is really good. It's really intriguing. It's really mysterious and kind of creepy, but I just don't think it really capitalized on the premise as much as I wanted it to. And even the climactic scenes at the end weren't that climactic to me. So I think that some of the plot lines that I had in my head were more intriguing to me than what was actually on the page. So that's a little bit of a bummer. It's still a decent book. I didn't like hate it or anything. I don't have any big issues with anything that happened in the book. I just wanted it to be a little more exciting, and it wasn't as exciting as I wanted it to be. So that's why I'm giving it a 3.5, because it was still fairly decent. It just didn't hit all my marks to get a 4 or higher. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this reading vlog here. I need to go ahead and edit it all together and get it uploaded. And I feel okay with only finishing 2 books. I wanted to finish more, as I usually always do. I always get overzealous in what I think I can accomplish, and then I don't quite reach the goals that I put out. I do think that finishing 2 books is good enough for this reading vlog, and that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop recording. I think I'm going to continue vlogging a bit of my day today and throughout this week, because I'm on like a get my life together kind of kick, in the sense of like cleaning and organizing my apartment, including my garage, as you've seen. And I just really want to keep that momentum going. So I think I'm going to keep on filming, and then I'll upload some sort of like getting my life together, organizing my life kind of vlog in the near future. But that is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was at least semi-entertaining. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and leave a like down below and subscribe while you're down there, because I put out new videos every single weekend. And I would love to have you join my little band of book nerds so that you can stay updated on everything that I am reading and my thoughts as I am reading them. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!